The Bulldozer Matt Tremont, the 8-time Deathmatch Tournament winner, the former 2-time world champion, the owner of H2O Wrestling. And if there is one podcast to listen to, that is the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get ultraviolet, motherfuckers.
And good evening once again, fans. You're listening to the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. They're more than welcome to come on too anytime they want to come on.
Oh man, those girls top good like.
Alright. It's a budget thing. Let's see what he's up to.
Thank you, man, and thank you for giving me the time.
Tune in right now. And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. My guest this time, the one and only Jay Bushii.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, fans, you're not familiar with his work. You just had a little taste and preview about 3 or 4 weeks ago on Facebook Live at Titan Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Pulled it out of the park. It was an awesome showcase. What'd you think of Titan? What'd you think of Titan? I love Titan. I love Titan. It's family oriented. It's just it's indie. It's indie. You know,
everyone down there, they were cool people. Especially like you said, being family oriented. Dude's name was Magic, I believe it was. He was telling us about how
dude, Magic is, I'll tell you what, Magic he's something else, and you know, he helps run a couple other wrestlings as well. You know, yeah. So he's really into the business. Like he knows the ins and outs.
Yeah, for sure. He was cool. He was saying he got something to do for the kids and everything. And, you know, Titan would kind of be like the stepping stone and like introduce us to that. And then she has so many other things going on. So it was cool to be a part of that. So I was definitely fun.
Yeah, 3-way dance. That was pretty. It was pretty fast. You know, good pace.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a great match. I enjoyed that match a lot. I think my boy John West and Alexander. Alexander, he's from the Monster Factory, and John West. I forgot exactly where he said that he trains, but he's great. That punch he got,
killer.
Beautiful.
Yeah, delivered it. But yeah, the move set that you had in the ring, man, you just were like kept on going. Everybody just like, you know, if a crowd was there, they'd be like, "Holy shit, this guy's really doing a good," you know.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You know, and I know I'm sure you've wrestled before, you know, as a wrestler, you know. At what promotions have you
So I started out with Johnny Rod's World Unpredictable Wrestling. I was training there for 4 years just now.
Yeah.
It's been great, bro. Like amazing. Like Johnny's a great teacher. Amazing teacher. Like you learn like how to be professional, how to be a wrestler. He likes to say it. So he teaches you how to be a pro in and outside the ring, and how to be a wrestler, be safe, and take care of everybody else inside and when you're in the ring. So it's been great being with him and all the stories that he got too. So it's just amazing.
Just the in ring, the capacity that they always say what they bring to the table. You know, the whole brainstorm and just what comes to the table. You know. Just
for sure.
You learn the learning tree, you know, you learn a lot, man. You really do.
Yes, a whole bunch of stuff. Like with Johnny, he'll teach you something today, and you might not know what he just told you for like another year, maybe 2, to hit you like, oh wait, now I understand what he meant by that. So it is always fun learning something from him. Like I'll sit in the office all day with him if I could learn. You feel that? That's where you learn the most too, when you're being directly right in front of him.
One-on-one,
for sure.
You know, the contact. But so what do you think you're going to be part of that? I think you're going to be coming back for some Titan. I have a feeling.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, I mean, so we went there for the tryout. So we had like a couple dark matches like before that.
Yep.
And then out of there, they chose whoever they felt was had the best showing, whoever they felt would be best for later on in the show. So fortunately, it was myself and the 2 other guys I wrestled with, and along with another guy that I wrestled with. His name is PJ Savage. He got chosen as well. So he was the other guy who made it on to I think things called the standout match. That's what they were calling it. So there were two of them. So he and I, thankfully, we were able to perform as best as we could, and we set off for everybody else. So we earned that opportunity, and it was great. So definitely looking forward to going back to Titan Wrestling.
Let me ask you this: what was it like to, the first day you were like, "Oh, let me look around and see what's around. Let me see what wrestling's around." To see if I could give it, the tryouts and stuff, because you know how that goes. Just you just feel it, right? You just pick it.
Yeah, pretty much. So like that had came across. PJ had actually hit me up, and a couple other guys that that went with us to a tag team, Face and Jocko. They're called the Faces, one amazing tag team. So we all just got up in the car. We was like, yo, like let's just go see. Let's just see how it goes. And we walked in there. There was other great looking people, other great competitors in the ring, outside the ring too, talking to the guys. So it was a little different. Being that it's like your first time walking to, like, all right, like, what do you really expect? But you just gotta stick to your training, stick to what you was taught for the last 4, 6, 5, however long you've been with Johnny Rods, and that'll carry you to anywhere, whatever you need to go and do.
Right. To build your character as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because again, that exposure, that different, you get a different field. Like being at Gleason's, we train with each other every day. We have the shows with just each other, so it's like we have kind of an idea of how it is to work with each other. But I'm stepping outside. I never knew. I don't know this guy. It's my first time meeting him. I just met him 30 minutes ago, and like, okay, well, you guys got a triple threat match. It's like, oh. All right, cool.
Step. Okay. Let me do this. I could do this, and you guys had a good time doing it.
Yeah. I actually still speak to them now. So hit them up from time to time, like, yo, bro, we gotta do it again. They're like, yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna go back. So that's gonna be fun.
I gotta get them on them. I gotta get them on here. Let them know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll let them know. I'll hit them up right after.
But man, what got you into wrestling as a kid growing up? What made you growing up watching wrestling?
Something, the same story. Everybody, I was watching it, mom, dad, everything. That was something that my mom, my father, and myself, we would all watch when I was like younger. Like my earliest memory would be Stone Cold just coming out, giving any and everybody a stunner, like whenever he wanted. So it's like the thing that stuck out to me was just like the reaction, just how like people will go crazy when you hear that glass shatter, when you see him strut down to the ring, walk down, something's about to happen. It's just like, the music, the energy. It was just like, yo, like
the Rock, just like the Rock, like the Rock, the Rock, and all
definitely. They're just like all those guys from back there, Rock, Taker, Triple H, all of them. It's just like they had like that energy when they came out. So like that's what kind of stuck with me. So I was like, like, this is something that I want to do, but I didn't know exactly how to do it. Because it's like going to school, you don't hear no programs for like professional wrestling or anything like that. It's always basketball, baseball, football, the typical stuff. So I had actually, when I got to high school, they had a wrestling team. So me not knowing amateur wrestling, professional wrestling, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go join the wrestling team. And I get down there, we're on like these singlets.
I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna get a trophy. I mean, I'm gonna get a gold. Hey, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on. And I had like the little hat helmet thing on everything. I'm like, all right, this isn't what I thought it was, but it was cool though. Like I did it for like a couple months, but like it just really wasn't for me. But I was kind of like, all right, well, this isn't it, but I'm still kind of interested in it. But I pretty much played basketball though and baseball while I was in high school. Then I went away to college. I went to college in Long Island, went to Dowling College, and in my first year, my college went bankrupt. So I was just it was crazy. Like there was nothing to do in Long Island. If you didn't have a car, if you didn't have nowhere to go, you was on campus all day. And my roommate at the time, he was dating a girl from the volleyball team. So I'll just be in my room playing Xbox, TV, YouTube, usual stuff. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, damn, like I want to do something. So it was either between taking basketball seriously, like I started Googling like NBA D League tryouts for like Chicago, New York. Where else I look up? A couple places like within the area that wasn't too far. And then I was like, all right, well, let me check up wrestling. So two schools came up, another school, and then Johnny Rod's school, WW, and I'm like, woo. I'm like, well, what is a woo? Like,
yeah,
what does that mean? So after that, I just kind of just went with like how it said WWE Hall of Famers. Like, if I'm gonna learn from anybody, it's gonna be a guy who's in the Hall of Fame. So I actually after that, I met him one time. I didn't start, and then I ended up transferring schools because my college went bankrupt, and then the transfer didn't go well. Financial aid fell through, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just wrestle, and then I had that chance, and I've been with Johnny ever since.
I think PJ's in the room right now, actually.
Oh, great.
Yo, what's up, man? You can get you on the podcast soon. He'll be like, all right. But yeah, girl, you know, watching, you know, the transition from wrestling, you know, back in the day to now, you look at it, you know, like now it's all, you know, you look at your move sets and you look to see what you could create, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Cause it's like, well, for like everybody says, so one of the things I always got was like, you're talking about your fresh wrestler, like, oh well, you don't look like one. It's like, well, what does that mean? What do you mean I don't look like one? But you know, that just comes from, you see the guys back in the day, just big buff, brolic dudes, muscles on muscles and everything.
Like Booker T, like Booker T, you know how Booker T was always, you know, like his attitude is always, you know, and built and just the way that he had his moveset too, you know.
Yeah, it's different because you know you want to be able to make something that's groundbreaking, I guess you could say, in a way where it's like you want to inspire other people. You know, just because you ain't have someone that ain't look like you or your size, whatever the case may be, you could be that person for the next guy. So that's kind of like I think about it.
But you know what? Size don't matter. It's the
of course not.
No, size don't matter. You know, you just pin them to the ground, get them down, and 1, 2, 3, call the night. You know.
Yeah, easy.
But you know, have you ever been in any battle royals? I'm sure.
My very first match was a battle royal. So with Johnny, your first match, like you're either gonna be in a battle royal or you're gonna be a referee. And my very first match was a battle royal, and I wasn't ready, so I had came after work. I had no gear, no nothing. All I had was my work uniform. So I used to work at Nike. So I come in, I had like some shorts on. That's all I had. And it's funny, PJ here. PJ looked at me. He's like, "Yo, like, what is this?" I'm like, "I wasn't ready, bro." So then he just gives me mad wrist tape. Started taping up my wrists, my arms. Like, all right, we're gonna make it look like someone from Mortal Kombat or something. Like, he just tried to give me some type of look. So that was actually my first interaction with him. And that battle royal, it was just crazy. I was like, wow, like that happened quick. I think I was training for like 3 weeks or so, but that's the only way you're really gonna learn.
And then I'm sure you choked at your first like promo, you know, of course, like everybody does, you know.
The first promo didn't come to like later on, you know. So it was cool. Like I said, like you got Johnny Rods there, you got guys like PJ, you got all these top talent dudes who are there that's gonna help you. So it's like, even if it's my first time doing a promo, they're gonna give you like, hey, these are just little bullet points here, and then boom, just try and knock that out. And like speaking was never really an issue for me. Like I've done like plays in school. I've been stuff in high school. So it's like, all right, I just gotta speak. I just gotta remember what I'm saying. Gotta make it believable now. So I was like the only transition that was different.
All right, let me just look in the mirror. I could do this, you know. Let me look in the mirror when I go home from work, you know, or I'm in the bathroom, you know, or in the shower.
Definitely the shower.
But let me ask you this. What's your current music set? What do you like? What's your current stage of music? I like switching it up here. You know, I always like.
Oh yeah, like? So I pretty much listen to just about any and everything. I actually make my own music now. I've been doing that for like 2 months now. I got 2 songs out. That's on Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. Snap. Yeah, so you just type in Jay Bushii. It's gonna be 2 songs called King's Rage, another song called Michael Myers with one of my very, very good friends, GNP. So those are 2 great songs. But yeah, music, I listen to everything. You feel me? Whether it's from, I got into rock just because of wrestling, because every theme song is a rock song. So that was real easy to get into. Hip hop, that just was going on in the community. Always listening to hip hop all day. You know, so that was great. But Yeah, I mean, listen to some pop every here and there, no matter what it is. If it got a good beat and it's fire, I'm listening to. I listen to Spanish music, all that, everything.
Yeah, actually, because my friend just had like a techno song that he played. It was like a Hindu Knight Rider. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? You know, with the beat of the Knight Rider kit car.
It might be fire. I have to listen to that.
Actually, it's probably Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z did it. Jay-Z did a. I'll get that track for you later. I'll hit my boy up.
Yeah. Let me hear that.
You know, but yeah, any kind of music, man. Like you say, it's just like whatever you like to listen to. It's just
I mean, it depends on the mood. How are you feeling?
You know, I mean, yeah, you got your Method Man, you got your Red Man, you know, you got your old Wu-Tang, you got your, you know,
Biggie, Tupac, all of them.
Run DMC, come on,
legends.
Just anybody and everybody, you know. Jay-Z, like we said, you know.
Yeah, and he's still doing music to this day.
He is. And who else? Who else does? Oh, that's right. Leo Rush does his own.
Yeah, I think he do music.
He's gonna be in a movie. Shit, he's gonna be in a Power Ranger movie. God, that guy.
He doing his thing. Shout out to him.
I know, right? That's crazy. I think he's gonna be the. They actually picked him as the White Ranger, I believe.
That would be dope. I actually had no idea about that, but I'll definitely look into it. That's cool.
It is good for him. He's he's that kind of person, you know. And yes, he's been on The Challenge and all these other programs, you know, for MTV.
Nah, that's good. You feel me? He just building his brand. You feel me? Like he trying to do movies. I'm trying to do a Marvel movie at one point. That's one of my goals, being an Avengers movie. So whatever that next phase, I'm in there.
And so if any big talent people listening to our podcast tonight, you know,
yeah, definitely
look this guy up, you know. But current like TV shows and stuff. What are you watching? What's catching your eye? Anything? I don't really. I like the series. I just got done watching like the Cobra Kai series and stuff like that. I
was watching it briefly. I didn't get too into it. I forgot how it was just like on TV one day or Netflix.
Yeah,
I was just watching it. But I've been watching Snowpiercer lately. That's a really good series because there was a movie that came out like a few years ago, but the TV series is really dope. I watched that. What's the show that be coming on after AEW with Cody Rhodes? The Go Big show. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I need to see that. How is that?
Yeah,
is that funny?
It's good. Yeah, there's a lot of talented people on there, like really talented. So that's been really good. Other than that, I usually just watch Family Guy, Rick and Morty, American Dad. I can watch that all day, every day.
Oh, that's the classics, man, right there. You know? The good all around comedy, you know.
Oh, for sure.
And now, if you had to pick like a comedy movie, what would you pick? Like a good comedy, any kind, like that you watch and you can watch it over and over and over again. You know,
the movie Friday. I can watch that all day, every day.
I could say like
that movie.
Yeah, I could say Dumb and Dumber. You know,
it's funny. I watched that like a couple months ago. It was just on TV. I watched like part of it. I was like, wow, I don't remember watching this when I was younger.
Yeah, or all these other movies, you know. It's times have changed, man. You know, like all these movies nowadays and horror movies and action movies. I can't even keep track of what's out, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff going on.
But you know what? We mainly keep our eyes watch wrestling, which is better. You know? You know, we have our now. Were you a fan of like the ECW, WCW era as well?
Well, I was born in 97, so like I don't have no memories of that. I didn't watch it. Like most I get from it now is if I turn to WWE Network and I watch some old WCW stuff. Like if I'm studying something, like if I'm trying to watch like Sting back then when you had like all the colors, like him learn how to like be a real baby face. You know, I'm watching that. Or just want to know like promos. I'm watching any of that stuff. Want to watch Ric Flair. Just like stuff that I hear everybody talk about that I've never seen. I'll just go like tune in or like I'll catch up on it when it comes to like documentaries. Like then that's how I learn about like WCW, ECW. Like I watch a documentary all day. Like one of the persons that put me on the documentaries, the importance of it was PJ. He's like, you gotta watch this. Like this is how you're gonna really learn.
Dark Side of the Ring. You know, they have some good ones on Dark Side of the Ring as well. You
know,
yeah.
I was watching that the other day. I finally watched like the New Jack episode. I was just like, wow. Okay.
It's so much stuff that we didn't really know about him. Like I never knew about that incident with the kid, you know, being a wrestler, like as a fan, you know, being a person just suckered into being a wrestler, you know, pushed into
that was
it.
Crazy.
It was. New Jack had his moments, you know, but he's wrestled some of the greatest. He's had his moments.
All respect to him.
You know, he wrestled one of my good friends, actually an XPW wrestler, Homeless Jimmy, which is really cool.
Guy crashed on my how was that match?
Pretty like XPW stuff, the old XPW DVDs. Oh, okay. But yeah, they had a killer match like a couple times. But Jimmy actually stayed at my house one year for a Game Changer show.
Okay.
So that was dope because they didn't have, you know, it was summertime and promoters like, hey, you got any room for some people? I'm like, yeah, I got a couple people come over here from the Midwest and, you know, just a couple guys just chill. Never seen a pool before. Since I'm 5 minutes since I'm like 15 minutes from the beachfront, you know, like 15 minutes from the boardwalks and beaches, you know.
That's perfect. That's great scenery and all that. Get to relax, everything.
Yeah, right. Seaside and Point Pleasant, you know. Point Pleasant boardwalk and all that shit. So dead nowadays, of course, you know.
Well, yeah, everything that's going on, Corona and everything, we can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Can't do nothing. I tell you what, the last time I probably went to a show was in Atlantic City for the Game Changer, and then I stopped going. I was like, you know what, this is it.
I was like, what, summertime, right? Didn't they have something around like summer? I think it was.
They were killing it. They always killing. You know, I'm sure you noticed that. That's like a promotion.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
It's everywhere. WrestleMania bound too, of course. You know.
Yeah, WrestleMania coming up. Yeah, it's definitely that time of the year. I was seeing on Twitter now, like a lot of places starting to get out there, like they looking for talent trying to get on shows. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to be there too. I ain't trying to get behind the curve.
Mm-hmm. Make that move, right? Get up.
Yeah, for sure. Got to. That's the only way, man. Got to get out there and do something. Especially now, like you don't know what's going on.
It's like that one wrestler. What's his name? Juicy. I guess his name goes by Juicy Fato.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Remember how he came into it and just volunteered his help for a show. That's the way to do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get it, man. But from you just trying to get eyes, get that experience, get just an opportunity. That's what it really just comes down to. Like,
and I'll tell you what, it's hard work, man. I've done it. I've lifted up the ring. It's heavy. I've done the post work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, dude,
for sure.
It's not fun. I know those posts are heavy. You got to really work, you know.
Yeah, that's one of the things you gotta do at Johnny's. You learn how to put together a ring, how to take the ring down and put it back. So it be always we got them boards. We all trying to take it back, and it's like it's kind of heavy, bro. It's like
yeah, and I actually remember it was kind of tricky. We did one actually in the Asbury Park. We went to Asbury Park to the oh gosh. It's on Main Street, the house, I guess the House of Independence. It's like a little nightclub bar, top floor, bottom floor. So we actually brought the rails down the staircase.
Damn.
Like, can you imagine? Yeah. Some places are odd. Like, remember how Ring of Honor used to be? Like they always would have to at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Because that was always, it was a tricky building. All those guys would have to carry the ring down staircases, like a couple staircases.
Yeah. I mean, it was like that whenever we used to do shows on the Boom in Queens. So we had to same thing, take it upstairs, bring it right back downstairs, try and get right to the car parked in the middle of the street, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yelling at the drivers, get out of the way, come on, watch out for the post.
Yeah.
Or somebody will fight with them. Get in the way. But what else we have? Let me see here. Top five guys you would like to face current on the indie scene. Ooh.
Top
or
five,
three,
like
or
top
three.
three.
Let's do three. How's that? Make it easy on you.
Okay. You say on the indies or just like anywhere?
It could be indies. It could be a legend. If you had to go back and wrestle legends as well.
All right. So if I'm going back in wrestling people, first person would definitely be Stone Cold. I would definitely want to be able to get in the ring with Stone Cold. That'd be fun. That'd be dope. Who else would it be? Part of me wants to say Undertaker too, because he's just the respect that man has in the locker room, just the knowledge he has. Like, learned so much from him. And then probably now, and then Triple H. That would probably be the third person, because he's a man with the plan. He got it all going for himself right now. So those would be like the top three from like the past. Currently on the active roster, I would say Randy Orton. I want to definitely wrestle Randy Orton. Brock Lesnar. That'll be fun. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar. And then I'll probably end up giving you five. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Definitely be able to go at it with him. AJ Styles.
Lee Marinari. That would be a good one, right?
Wait, who?
Lee Marinari.
Where is he from?
Oh, I forget where he's at. Pennsylvania or Philly?
Pennsylvania. I'm honestly, I'm not familiar with you. You could definitely show me his stuff after.
Yeah.
And then last dude would probably be Seth Rollins. So that would be like my five for like guys who are like right now. Definitely want to get in a ring with them. I need Randy.
All right. What about AEW? Ooh, let's go
AEW. Let's see. AEW, it'll be
Cody.
Man.
Cody.
Oh yeah. I mean,
give it a shot.
There. Yeah, he's in there. Cody's in there. Kenny Omega, because he's known as the best wrestler in the world, so I have to get in the ring with him. Let's see.
Jericho,
definitely Jericho. Just the same thing. It just comes from like a knowledge standpoint. You know, I can learn so much from those guys, and he's been able to change. Like, for him, when it comes to characters, like Jericho has found a way to always stay relevant, some way to make Chris Jericho like the trending topic for everything, whether it's from the light up jackets to the list to having the AEW crowd singing his theme song when he comes out. It's like, what? Like he just always finds ways. So definitely Jericho. I think one more person would probably be Hangman. I like Hangman.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's really one of those guys that needs to be see more and more. You know, just not doing a drinking bit. You know, come on, like right?
Yeah. I mean,
be serious.
It works.
But now let's see what happened let's see what happens with Sammy. You know, Guevara. Now that he quit the dark, the circle.
Oh yeah, the circle. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be good for him. He probably get that time to shine, to show what he can do as a singles competitor. So that would be cool for him.
There would be another guy to wrestle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Definitely go with Sammy. That would be dope.
I mean, I remember him having a one match at Combat Zone. You know, at the best of the best. He actually wrestled.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Now, if you had to pick like an intergender match, like a female, who would it be on the
a female?
Gosh, there's so many. Allie, no.
I'm thinking
Baker.
No. Yeah, Baker. I probably Baker because she's good. She's a good competitor. Wow, who else is there that I honestly don't know? I'll probably be the only person, to be honest with you. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
No, there's really not that many. I mean, there's all those girls Lady Frost, of course, and was it Penelope Ford?
Well, yeah, she's cool.
She's cool. The same old moveset, but same old dive bomb. Yeah, whatever.
if it worked, it's been working for her, so there's no need to change it.
No. Now she's married and this and that. Yeah, making Joey look jealous, right? Joey has a beautiful girlfriend. I'll tell you that. He's got to make that work. Joey's one of those guys, man. Just think about it. Look at that guy. Like he came from nothing, man.
Yeah, he made it work. Definitely. I think I seen something like maybe like a year or so ago where it's like it might have been him. I think it was him where it was like he used like social media to like get his name out there and like make stuff happen. So I was like, that's cool, especially when now like we live in such a digital world where you gotta have that presence, you gotta have that following, that crowd and everything. So
he has some. I think he had some media guy helping him as well.
Yeah, it was something. It was something with it.
Yeah, because he'd always fire up Jim Cornette or.
Yeah, he's going at it with him.
always, But what are you gonna do, right? Media's media, and then the media makes the mistakes. Yeah, publicity, and they screw up. Like what Leo did. Like everybody has their goop moments sometimes.
Yeah, it happens, but we all bounce back.
Absolutely,
all learning curves.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this: what titles have you had? Any titles? Did you
So yeah, I was the light heavyweight champion at WW. I've had it for like 3 years now. I mean, if you want to count the Corona year, but defending like having shows are like 2 years. So that was fun. And then I was also the North American champion. I was the first dual champion at the promotion. So that was fun. I held both those titles. It was good. It was cool. Like having a responsibility, being able to be that guy that you trust, and just also be a leader.
And also in the tag, right? Tag team too as well.
I was in a tag team, but we never won the belt though. Unfortunately, that's one thing we didn't get to. But maybe down the line, another place or something like that, we'll get to it.
Yeah, time. But you move on and do the solo thing, and that's what it's about. You want the competition. Competition. You want that competition.
Yeah. It's been great. It's definitely been great.
Yeah, the road. You're gonna have a good 2021 is right near. I'm sure you got some good stuff lined up. And
oh yeah, for sure. Myself, PJ, Jacob, Face, like all of us. So we all going for it now this year. Like we had to sit out. Because the WWE we had things cooking. We had our own weekly show called Flash every Thursday. We was doing these big things. COVID came in, it just stopped everything. All the momentum we worked hard to build, it just was all put to a halt. So now it's like we getting out there. We trying to get our names there. We telling people like, listen, we here. This is a takeover. We coming for everything.
Yep, takeover. He's saying it right now. Takeover is now.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep, yes sir.
But what else we got, man? There's some. I just like to go random. I'm like one of those random people. I know. I hate because you have people ask real serious questions, and like the real. All right, heckling. Have you ever had a fan heckle you in the crowd? Worst experience ever. Like just an old person or just a kid just getting really obnoxious at you.
I've never had someone like heckle me to the point where I'm just like, damn man, just chill. But it was this one show back when I was a tag team. Me and my partner, we was wrestling these two other dudes who had like their whole family there. Like the whole family came. It was like their first show. That first show excitement. Everyone's gonna come out there. They're gonna show you love, be loud and everything. And then it was my time to get in the ring. I got the hot tag. I came in on fire, and it's just like his mans was just talking to me the whole time, like the whole time. And then I just went over there and I just started letting him have it. I'm like, yeah, this is your boy on the floor. Just going back at you. It was friendly, the name of competition. Yeah. But we was going out for a little bit. And I was like the first time, like I heard like a split between people booing and people between like cheering for me. It was crazy. Like that was like one of the crazy experiences I ever had, especially being in so early and me wrestling and everything. So it was like, wow, like okay, this is just the beginning of it. This is a
taste of what's to come. Yeah,
it's cool. All right.
I mean, I had a wrestler, another wrestler. He was telling me, one of my friends, he was telling me he went to a show, and they were all like, it was like a KKK fest. Seriously,
damn.
Like they were bringing pitchforks to the ring.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's like let's no. I know,
that's
right?
that's a little.
That's like one of those redneck towns, and just they really take stuff serious.
Nah.
No shotguns brought to the ring. Sorry,
not for me, man. I'm cool on that one.
No guns. I got this. I got a chokehold.
Yeah, that's something.
Nah, but now, like, what's the worst place you ever been? Dump, like really. Like a venue,
like venue wise, honestly nowhere really. Everything's been great. You feel me? Like I'm still kind of early in my career, and everywhere that I've been, it's been people with such great class and respect and integrity. So it's been great. All my up until prior this year, I only did shows with WW at Johnny Raj. So it's like I was always home. I was always home for everything. It was nothing new. Or we go to La Boom. La Boom was fun because it had like that real wrestling fan base because you had the Lucha stars come over or form an Impact or WWE stars, and then even up till now where I went to Titan. Like everywhere's been great. So I've never had like no bad place at all.
No, that's good. That's good. Titan's one of those companies. It's gonna trust. You can have trust with them. It's and they all three guys that run that place, Billy, Charlie, and Anthony, really put their heart and soul into it. It's a good company.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that. Tell.
It's really like they want the fans' reactions to what do you want to see. They're coming up with some cool ideas for the future for like matches, like cage matches and this and that, like different stipulations. Different stipulations. Yeah. Ooh,
that'd be fun.
Little summertime cage.
Yeah, let's do that.
JB in the cage.
Yeah, word.
Maybe versus JP in a cage. PJ, you listening?
That match is going to happen. It's going to happen, whether it's here or whether it's the main event of a well-known company or main event ROH, AEW, Mania, Raw, SmackDown, wherever it is. That match is going to happen. It's going to happen.
And if it's not a cage match, hardcore. Right?
Hardcore. Yeah. Give us anything, and we'll give you a 5-star, 6-star, 7-star. All the stars you got, we'll give you that match.
I'd say give you tables, but now it's doors they use. So, right? Closet doors, right? That's so innovative.
They try to do new things. But you feel me? Give us the ball. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be magic, beautiful.
Now I'm sure you've seen like on the YouTube that Walmart guy, like the guys that wrestle in Walmart. I don't know. I'm surprised he doesn't have I'm surprised he has no contract yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you just gotta be careful because Walmart floors are unforgiving. No one do that at Walmart.
No, he needs to get contracted. I think if he. So if you're listening, contract him. Contract this guy, Titan. Contract everybody, right? Yeah. Sign, seal, and deliver. But let's call it a night. I think we rolled on too much. I think we did pretty much. We covered a lot. Definitely. If you want to come back, you're more than welcome to come back on anytime.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Definitely.
See, that's why I like to do 30 to 40 minutes. Or an hour.
Smooth.
But feel free to.
And then you change up the questions and everything. You ask about movies, music. That's fun. It makes it different.
Yeah, because you have to, or you're gonna be like a stale with the guest.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe I'll have you create me a beat. You listen to my closing. I need something different.
Yeah. Let's do that. We can definitely do that.
Listen to my closing ad. I need to switch it up a little.
I can definitely do that.
All right. But here's all social medias for you. Ooh. Bam, 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 bam.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Definitely follow that.
Yeah, follow, give him a like, check his stuff in his music as well. You know, put that out there too. I'll put the links out there after. Just
thank you, man.
Send me those, and I'll put that out there too.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that.
So I can listen to it too.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna send you everything.
Mm-hmm. But JB Bushii.
Yeah,
Bushii. Thank you for coming on. And
definitely, man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Have a good night, my friend.
You too, man.
I got a huge podcast. Oh, David, what do you got going on tomorrow? what you got going on tomorrow? I got a huge I got two people on, not one person, but two people. I'm going to have international superstars. I'm going to have international superstars, the Dream Girl Ellie, and Blanco Loco. She's been seen on AEW. Ooh, she's been on a couple of. It should be. And then I have another one March 7th at 8 p.m. with he was actually on last night's AEW Dark. Sage Scott is going to be on the podcast.
Okay. Looking forward to it. You got a nice little week ahead of you. A couple good guests.
And a little vacation break here and there. So I'm good.
That works.
All right. You have a good night. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, man.
Yep. Close out. That's it. All right, fans. Make sure you check them out. Bushii. And, he's going to be one you want to check out at a show coming soon near you or a Titan Championship event. And you know what? You can say hello to him, get a T-shirt, do this, that, and say hello and watch him do his thing in the ring, and you'll be impressed. Excuse me, fans. But like I said, tomorrow night, 8 p.m., I will have the international superstars, the Dream Girl Ellie, and Blanco Loco will be on the podcast. We're going to be talking to them and see what they have been up to and much more. And as well as March 7th, my guest, who was seen on last night on AEW Dark versus Butcher and Blade, Sage Scott is going to be on the podcast. Fans, have a good night, and thank you for listening to the Deathmatch Russell podcast. Till next time. Tune in.
You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: DeathmatchRussell.com, follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32, and on Facebook, Facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Find me on Podcast City Network at PodcastCity.net, Facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share, and on Twitter at PodcastCityNet. You can hear Deathmatch Russell podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes.
Hey, wrestling fans, check out BootandHeel.com for all your independent wrestlers, apparel, and more. Also, check out Deathmatch Russell Podcast as well. www.BootandHeel.com.